Great. Thanks, Samir. And just to echo Samir's comments, we've really assembled an amazing group of people to address a really timely topic, which is how to sort of hit the reset button, how to think about, combination PD-1, PD-L1 development going forward, because there has been this explosion, as we are all so aware. And the explosion is a result of the availability of new agents with completely novel mechanisms of action, broad potential applicability across every cancer type almost, lots of industrial or industry action and push driving programs forward. And at the end of all this, patients can't wait. So clinical trials have proceeded and have run somewhat ahead of the science. And so it is a perfect time to sort of hit the reset and think through, can we do this more intelligently, more thoughtfully, more rationally? Can we collaborate more across different parts of the stakeholders that have relevant interest in this area? So certainly for me personally, I'm currently listed as a Seattle Genetics Chief Medical Officer, which is fantastic. I've just left Merck, though, running the Keytruda program, so I'm very, very familiar with this area, and I'm excited to see how this all plays out. So we have the workshop is, as Samir indicates, runs over a day and a half, and the way it's set up, obviously, is to focus on big-ticket items. And so the first session, which I'll be moderating, really tries to give us the overview of where we are and set the stage for the discussion for the rest of the workshop. And in that, as we go through, hopefully this session one will be extremely revealing for the rest of the meeting. Beyond the overview, session 2 focuses on biomarkers, and this is obviously an area of intense effort and research and interest, particularly as we move into the sort of personalized medicine approach. And then, underlying everything we do are clinical trials. And, the unit of currency for all of this is a clinical trial. And so are there better, more thoughtful strategies that can be applied to clinical trials? There'll be a whole session on there. And then clearly there are regulatory challenges. The regulators, and we have some very significant and important folks from the FDA will be contributing to this meeting, but trying to understand the regulatory environment and how to bring clinical trials forward, potentially for registration, is a key component. And then there's a very important session talking about pre-competitive data sharing and collaboration. This is an area that is hard to move forward because of all the competing interests, but feels like it should be a significant focus for us all, as we own the endeavor of improving health to patients. And then session 6 basically will be all the stakeholders that are present at this meeting, which includes academia, regulatory, industry, and various other folks involved, to come together and let's have a discussion about what we think the path forward could be.